Number 5 is alive. Hello, my dear friends and enemies. How are you on this lovely and glorious day? I'm in a very good mood. And I have to be because I got online and I am with friends. So the customary, please subscribe, check the like button, smash the notification bell, leave a poop emoji in the comment. We got that out of the way. I'm going to talk about some theories while I'm riding back to HIP. What was it? 827 blah blah blah. I can't even remember. Exactly. I'll give you some theories because I've been reading the forums, and you know, like minds, kind of, I'm getting a vibe about this because a few things, you know, FDev does things in secret. They kind of give you things like clues and hints and stuff like that. So yesterday I turned in that data and basically got turd for money. I literally can make more money doing conflict zones. So let's go. Let's plot. I'm at Jameson because I'm building some things. Hello, Jack. Hello, Kick Sticks. Kick my sticks, Kicks. So, yesterday, because FDev doesn't communicate in normal ways, they might as well be deaf, dumb, and blind. Because they don't tell us, here's what's going to happen. We gotta guess things. Number 1, you have all 12 factions surrounding this system. That's the first thing. So there's gotta be a military application to this stuff. Hello, Corvus. There has to be a military application to it. Why would all 12 factions surround, what is it, HIP 87621? All 12. Okay? That's number 1. Number 2, the price of the data is utterly atrocious. Like I said, I could make more. Actually, I could make more raiding conflict zones or raiding rest sites literally in a matter of 5 minutes. So that's the second thing. They don't cost much. They don't give you money for it. They give you more money for bacterium than they do for this stuff. Number 3, these plants are in a super hot zone. The planets are scorching. Was it 500-600 Celsius? And they thrive on these worlds, right? We're collecting biological samples. Okay? What's the last assumption? We have an exploration ship coming in September. In December. So there has to be some kind of biological application that this plant is going to have for maybe hull or shields or maybe even both. And that is why there's so much interest by all 12 power play factions. Okay? So when we get the exploration ship, maybe, just maybe, we will have a CG, and will probably last for a month. Okay? CG. They'll last for probably a month, so we can get some kind of shield or some kind of armor to protect us from heat. Some heat shield, because these plants can thrive in a very high temperature environment, right? So that's my assumption. Yes, that's not a lot, dude. That's one sample, one bacterium. So you didn't get 29 million. It's impossible. I got 900,000. I did 8 samples. Maybe you collected data. I mean, the other stuff, some bacterium or something. But I got 900,000. I specifically only did the plant. Okay. So my assumption. Then I go to the forums, right? Which I always do and read what people say, and they are having the same kind of assumption. And since FDev only does things in sign language, everybody's trying to guess what the hell we're using this stuff for. Okay. So I want to maintain the I don't really need the suit, but I want to do a few more scans, kind of see if there are different ones, kind of go to the first planet, second planet. There was one that had 7 locations. I'm only going to do it for a very short period of time, so don't think I'm going to be here all day. And then I'm probably going to finish those installations. I submitted a ticket for the construction points because I do think that's a mistake. I'm trying to replace the T3 and I'm paying more as though a T3 was completed. And I just saw that they fixed a bug which they kind of forced the completion of T3 and T2s. So I think maybe it crossed with my decommissioning of the T3, right? So there's definitely a bug there. So I put in a ticket. Hopefully it gets taken care of soon, because I don't have to wait for the ticket. I can just do the construction. 1 or 2 days I'll be done, and I'll build the dodec. Okay, friends, so basically what I'm thinking, it's something to do with maybe a heat shield, a special kind of heat resistant armor. Okay, so are you ready for what I think is gonna happen? Hello, Commander Sonic? I'm not even sure. I'm trying to figure out. I've already opened ticket for weeks regarding construction points for T3. Seems like they are not sure either. And I think they one thing crossed with another, and I think that's the problem, because what happened was they fixed a bug where the stations would not activate, the T3s, the T2s. So now I think it crisscrossed with us deleting the T3 or T2. So I think it'll be fixed. I'm not worried. Sonic Boom. Oh, okay, I see. That makes sense. Okay. Nice. That's a nice way of writing it. So let's see. There is a bacteria. I could only find one, but I have 0 patients. That's kicks, and it says I did a few, but turning only said systems Name breakdown. Okay. I went to Inara to check my status. Yesterday I was top 25. Now I'm top 75. So I need to do just a few to maintain my level, and then I'll move on. I left my VPN on, and it basically pirated or parasited the server. And so I had to turn everything off, turn the server off, turn everything. It was just a freaking mess. So that was about a half hour of work, trying to get things up and running. Okay, what do we got here? So my assumption is that they're gonna, because it doesn't pay. Even someone online said it just doesn't pay. So it's not meant to be like, for instance, I'm looking at my list, right? I'm looking at my list. Stratus Technonicus, 10 million. Tusuk Vigram, 10 million. Blah blah blah. It's like a shopping list for millions. So you're not getting a lot of money for this. So I don't think it's meant to be I don't think it's meant to be put in that category with exobiology. You get me? 2 more jumps. So I mean, I did 8 samples and I had 900,000, and it's 8 times the payouts. So that means it would normally only be like 100,000. Why would I even do that? Okay, Kicks, go into lurker mode. Corvix, did you get to go to the planet and see the plants? They're really nice. Okay, here goes my assumption, and Kicks, you're gonna like this one. Based on, I would say, deductive reasoning. Good morning, Joe. I believe we're gonna have Earth-like worlds. We're gonna be able to land on them. You're going to need the heat shielding so you can land on the Earth-like worlds. So put that on a new Explorer, right? And we'll be able to land on it. Wow. Yeah, I was planning on doing that. So after the CG, I'll do that, because the tunes I'm going to take out 5,000 light years out, I'm going to need an Artemis suit. So at least one of them is going to need an Artemis suit. So that Artemis suit is not bad. It takes a lot of work to actually make one. So let's biological site. Let's go to the first one we see. So we're doing plants. Uh-oh, I have people leaving already. Oh shit, this guy's doing plants. I'm getting out of here. So we're doing plants just for a little bit so I can get my ranking for the community goal, and I can just forget about it. So I need about 20, and I got 8, so I just need about 12 samples. 25, maybe about 12. Yeah, about 12. And I should be able to stay like that for at least a week, maybe, with having to drop. But not that I need it. Not that I actually need it. Look, the planet even has a little bit of a blue hue about it. See it? Look at that. Oh, no, I scanned it. That's dumb. Okay. So right now I'm top 75. I only did 8. Above 10 points, 10 of scans, you'll be top 50. I'm going to do about 10 scans and then just call it. Let's see. I'll go back to doing... There it is. That's a good location, actually. It's not really... It's like half and half. So I won't be burnt up by the sun. So you do need an SRV to land because the temperatures are very high. So you want to have the SRV close by. Okay, Sonic Boom says. Survey says. So I can read it. I'm going to pop it out and put it next to me so I can read the chat. Sonic Boom says, new exploration ship comes with special 50 module. Looks like we should be able to do bigger jumps using neutron star. Also, there's a rumor that we might be able to enter thicker atmosphere worlds, and that's my point, Sonic. Basically, if we do, then we're gonna need a heat shield. You get my point? So maybe this samples given to the power plays gets us the heat shield. So we bring them X amount of samples, and they give us a pre-engineered armor or some shit. I don't know what to call it. Who knows? That's what I'm thinking. Because all the power plays are in the area. So it has to do with something with military. Hello, old virgin. Has to have a military application. Right. It has to be new tech. So if we're going to land in the atmosphere, we have to have heat shielding, right? We can't just go with the Mandalay and wish for the best. We'll just get burned up in the atmosphere and blow up. But that's my thought. Is everybody's saying thicker atmosphere, so we'll see what happens. So I want to collect another 12 or so, 10 to 12 samples, turn them in. I'm not doing it for the money. I'm just doing it to get the Artemis suit. For me, it's about the gear, the things, not the money. What's the money at anyway? Did they change the number so we can see how much we're gonna get? Doesn't say. Doesn't say. Okay, because we haven't even hit tier 1 yet. Cool. Okay, if you put your tinfoil hat on for a moment, consider this, old virgin said. Consider what, old virgin? I'm just going by assumption, deductive reasoning, because Frontier never ever tells you what they're going to do. They do sign language. Those trees look like they could be terraforming those planets. No. My assumption is that it's a very high temperature planet where you're dying in the sun. It's like 500 Celsius, 700-800 Kelvin. And oh wow, that's nice. That is a nice. Oh, look at that, man. Look at that. Whoa. Nice. Very nice. That's a nice picture. I've been finding myself taking more pictures just because I need more thumbnails. Okay. No, not Raxla, man. Not Raxla. It's gonna be military application. It's going to be a military. All the powers are interested in it, so that means it has a military application. Probably heat shielding, so we can land on thicker atmospheres. And then they're going to give us the biodata that we want, or maybe even fauna. That would be nice. Finally have animals. So I'm looking to do about 12 or so. That'll put me in top 50%. And the next week, it'll bump me back down to 75. So just be ahead of the curve. So here, the temperature there's no temperature. I gotta go outside, but it shouldn't be much. Yesterday I did the same thing, and it wasn't much. So I got my Artemis suit. Let's get out. I just need a few. Possible bioengineered. So Old Virgin says possible bioengineered. They're adding to the atmosphere, making it thicker. That's why we haven't found them yet. Yeah, I agree. Okay, I don't have night vision, but I don't need it. What's the temperature? 519 Kelvin. Yeah, everybody's saying the same thing, actually. Old Virgin. So I go to the forums and see what they say, and kind of take a consensus. And then, yeah, the other planet was better. Where is this? Right here. Yeah, I think it's going to be some kind of either hull or some kind of heat shielding for your shields. So we can land on thicker atmospheres. Oh, that's not cool. Just jumping around is for the birds. I'm not a bird. See, it's this material that's hanging on the surface that we're collecting. Right, that's 2. Okay. Is this a heavier atmosphere? Yeah. Let's see. 0.39. Oh, that's alright. I can't hang up on. I can't. Let's move on. That's pissing me off. Jumping from tree to tree like a monkey. I think I did this already. Right here, we can do this one. Okay, that's 1. 9 to go. Would you say? Let's see. Maybe there's a pony in there somewhere. Says WHS. Old Virgin says, I don't think this is the end of the story. Me neither. I agree. I concur. They're gonna give us a big CG that's gonna last about a month in December. It's gonna go into January. Right? That's 1. So it's gonna be probably collecting samples for a whole month. And we give it to a power play. And the power play will probably give us money and this heat shielding. That's my thought. So we'll be a CG. Where is it? It was right here. Here it goes. Come on. You can find 3 close together and just keep scanning them over and over. Huh? Really? Three close together. Well, let's see. This one's on a branch here. And I missed the branch. Yeah. Fucking A. I did better yesterday. Trying to hit the branches. Three close together and scan them over and over. That's another one. That's 2. Not that I need the suit. Okay. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see. That one's blue though. Okay, old version says you can find 3. Okay, the CG may give us information that sends us far out into the galaxy looking for something, hence the new super scoop drive. I think they're doing the super scoop for the distant worlds. Okay, that's why I think they're doing that. They're not gonna send us anywhere. I'll be honest with you. That's saying that they actually care about the game. Sorry, man. I don't want to burst your bubble, but they're not gonna send us anywhere. That's 3. It's pretty fast, right? And this one is right there. Look at that. Okay, let's scan this again. Yeah, I'm telling you, they're gonna have a military application for this. Otherwise, there would be like huge money for it. We would get huge money. I would have made 800 million yesterday or some shit. So they don't want you to make this something you do all the time because it doesn't pay. So who's gonna do it if it doesn't pay? Right? That's 4. Actually, don't mind doing this. It's pretty fun. Jumping from tree to tree like a monkey. You know? Where is that? It was right here. Oh, here it is. Is the sun coming up? Looks like it's coming up. Oh yeah, look at that. I think I'm gonna have sun pretty soon. And boiling temperatures. Let's go over here. I mean, right now it's 519 Kelvin. How many degrees is that in Celsius? Do you know? Anybody? Oh. Oh, I'm sliding. Ah. That's annoying. Come on. Payout, normal payout, 8 times normal. 226 Celsius. Wow. Yeah, when the sun comes up, that's probably gonna be a lot higher. That's 2. One more. Has anybody tried to shoot these things? No. Doesn't do anything, huh? Where is it? Where are you? These are all blue, 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 blue. $800 Celsius. Oh my god. Yeah, it's gotta be, dude. I'm telling you. First, they're giving us an Artemis suit, so that means that we're going to land on a planet with a jump and sprint and extended battery life, right? And nighttime. So that's the first thing they're giving us. Next, they're going to give us armor plating for that ship. I'm telling you, it's going to be armor, I think. And the power plays are going to give it to us. We're going to turn it into the power plays, and they will give us something with heat resistance. A pre-engineered something. Okay, one more. Oh, look at how pretty they are. They're really pretty. I really like the way they look. I mean, going out in the black and seeing the plants and stuff, it's pretty cool. Oh, here's one. Let's go there. Too many branches. Okay, this is 6, I think. Is everybody keeping count? Is that 6? I don't even know. I think it's 6. It doesn't matter anyway. I can do an extra 1 or 2 if I have to, just to stay within 75%. Not here. Where the hell is it, the thing? I thought I saw it here. Oh, here it is. Wonderful. Joe, yesterday I finished my first Guardian grind to get the FST booster. Congratulations. That is quite an accomplishment. Did you get, how long did it take you to get it, by the way? Let me ask you that. It is a little bit of a grind, but if you're only doing one module, that's not really a grind. I was there for 3 days and got 4 modules, 3 weapons. So, okay, there's nothing here. I thought these actually go out once you scan it and take the data. I actually thought that, but I guess they don't. Maybe I'll stay over here. There we are. Stay on the branch. It's like fungus. It's attached to the plant. Maybe it's keeping the plant alive. Couple days after work, maybe 2 hours playing. I kind of like it actually, to be honest with you. Once you get into a groove and you know what to do, I got everything I needed in like 3 days. So that's 7 modules. So I was remembering what to do. And then the military area where I was fighting the skimmers was harder. Because they were badass. Now what? Okay, this is blue. But yeah, it's all good. I got my booster, my Guardian shield reinforcement. Come on, the power plant, the distributor, and the shark cannons. Large, small, medium. Okay, I'm on top. I'm on top of the world. Where is this thing? That's why I couldn't get it. I was hanging on the side there. That's... Well, if they did these kind of trees, okay? Are you noticing that these trees look like they belong in the jungle? If they did these kind of trees, then maybe we'll be landing on Earth-like worlds sooner or later. That's 8. I mean, these trees look like they belong in a forest, right? So all they need is some grass, some fungoida here and there, and all of a sudden you get yourself a nice forest. Right? Yeah. I need to go do Guardian again. I may want to get all the Guardian things. Oh, there's one. There's nice one there. Oh, it's right there. Oh, didn't want to scan. Okay, one more, and that'll be 9, I think. I'm not really sure if it's 9 or more. Spend many times reading and watching videos. At the end, I could find a Guardian tech broker. Inara says some stations have, which not true. Did you unlock Shinrada Desra? You said you did, didn't you, Joe? I think right next to Shinrada, I believe is V886 Centauri. There's a Guardian Tech Broker. Where's the damn thing? Here it is. Actually, if you go to Shinrada, they're kind of everybody's in the same area, so... Okay. Sorry you had a hard time. There's a learning curve to doing this stuff. No one really kind of teaches you. That's why I kind of made the videos. But I don't know if you follow the videos or not. Okay, I'm at 9, I think, right? Shit, come on. Dude. Soup power loss imminent. Okay, one more. It is an amazing game, isn't it? It's because there's a lot to do. It's not just one thing. I played Cyberpunk, even though it's good. About 2 hours of playing it, I think my blood pressure went up by 100 points. So on some days I do exploration, on some days I do colonization, some days I want to do first-person shooter. So it's got everything. So I got my 10 with a community goal. Where's my ship? That way. Let's go turn it in. And then we'll go do other things. Joe, I played Star Citizen for about 5 minutes. And I spent $40 to $5 on a ship. And it was very disappointing. Let's see, can you go up the ramp? Yep, you see how you can go up the ramp? That's not by accident, by the way. 4 to 10, yeah. So I want to be in 50, but what's going to happen, Sonic Boom, by next week, I'll be in 75. And I'll just get 1 or 2 just to stay above the quota or whatever. Wow. I do have my fighting ship over here. Oh god. So I really can't do... Maybe I can do power play. I won't move... It won't move it hard cap for levels from everyone I ever did myself. No, you just need a Artemis suit. Any Artemis suit. What's the other signals? Did you guys see what the other signal is? What is the other signal? Let's see. Let's go investigate. Other signal. No, it's still. It's still. Are these any different? Are they different colors? Let's see. Other signal. Yeah, it doesn't look like a crash site. It's all blue and stuff. It's the plants. These are the same ones, right? Same color. They're blue. Yeah, they're blue. Same ones. They're not any different. I thought there might be multiple different colors. One orange, one blue, one yellow, one red. Right? I guess not. That one looks like a spire site. Look how it goes up in the air like that. But it looks like a forest. So if this is the case, then we're gonna get, I'm just gonna scan once. And then move on to another site. Yeah, I think we're gonna have something to do with heat resistant. Something. So we can land on worlds. So we're gonna take that. We're gonna take that new explorer, which mine will be called a Thespian Voyager. It'll be the only ship in the galaxy that will help you euthanize yourself, but by means of Shakespeare. Yes, death by Shakespeare. Okay, so I got one more. They said to do all the sites, so I said try to do all the sites, but this says other, the other one says biological. Or is it the same site I was at? It looks like it's the same site. Yeah. What a wonderful situation. So we get an Artemis suit that's engineered for extended battery, jump, and what was the other one? What was the third thing? You can night vision, extended battery, and jump. 3 things, right? Is there a 4th? No. Okay, so there's other sites of the same thing, so they're all biological, but this says other. Other. Okay, let's turn it in. I just want to be ahead of the curve. That's all that matters. Improve battery, right? Night vision. Increase sprint duration. Okay, so we'll be able to run more and jump. Interesting. Those are pretty good combinations. Interesting combinations. So you got sprint boost, you got job. You got extended battery and night vision. You need night vision. Why do you need night vision? Interesting. Okay, so I gotta go to this place, dump my data, and then we go do other things. Oh, 07 Ogilvy. I just collected some more data just to stay ahead of the curve. I just did 1 CG, was not playing much before. You know, I never did CG, Joe. I never did CGs. But recently they've had some interesting ones. Especially the cargo racks. Or maybe fauna. We get to spot fauna. Maybe they'll actually have fauna this time around. We've been waiting how long for stuff like that? Oh yeah. I've read you seem pretty bummed. Me? No, I'm not bummed. I had an impression there's something more. And my answer was evident. I went to the forums and I read up some of the posts. Everybody's kind of having the same assumptions, and because I turned in 8 samples last night, and if I turned in 8 samples of anything else, I would have had like 100 and something million, right? Last night I only had 900,000. So I was thinking about it, like, why did I get only 900,000? Right? Then the second question was, why all the power play factions surrounded this system, right? And so everybody came to the same conclusion. There's got to be some kind of heat-resistant module that we're going to need for exploration. So next month, we'll probably have a month-long CG because they're going to go on vacation. So they're going to have an open CG, right? For about a month, 4 weeks, where we're getting probably this data to our power plays, and then, oh dude, yeah, you can do whatever you want. Oh, listen, oh, I forgot, in the community, in this channel, you guys can post things as a community, so you can do that anytime. I put the link in the description. So if you guys want to post anytime, you can do that. So what was I saying? Ogilvy, everyone's having the same assumption. It's basically going to be a bioengineering, and it's going to be heat resistant for atmospheric landings. Okay? Exactly. That's exactly true, Sonic. Exactly. Right? So that has to be something to do with that. Yeah, it pays low because it's not going to be part of the whole list of exobiology that we collect. It's meant only for military application. So I think the next thing that'll happen is they're gonna have a CG, so we collect this crap, turn it into our power plays, and our power play gives us maybe armor, So we can land on a higher atmosphere world. Yeah, 8 times, and I only got 800,000. Look, I did, how many did I did? 11. I did 11 right now. So I'm going to go and turn it in, and let's see how many I get for 11. How much I get for 11. So I was reading, and then everybody came to pretty much the same conclusion I did. Is that everyone's assuming that's what's going to be. So, and in December they usually give us a month CG. All the power plays are surrounding the system. So if we want to get this heat resistant, whatever it is, either shield or armor plating. I think it's armor plating, like Commander Sonic Boom says. The surface of the Thespian Voyager is going to have like this hexagonal shaped pattern, which is indicative of heat resistant plating. Alright, so I did 11 and I got 10 million. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Well, that's not bad. At least it's not at 100,000. So I did about 11 or so. So let's see what the CG looks like. We can go to ship. Joe says, I watched a lot of Brazilian YouTube space channels and many of them talk bad things about Elite Dangerous, saying Frontier doesn't care about players. That's why they migrate to Star Citizen. That's like, you know, Joe, that's like choosing strychnine over arsenic. It's the same poison. It's basically the same poison. It's not that they don't care. It's not that Frontier doesn't care, but they believe that what they're doing balances the game. Okay? And it's important to them that they keep a balance, right? Commander Sonic Boom says SpaceX is using hexagonal tiles for starship heat. Exactly. So let's see what my CG looks like. And I'm still top 25. Contributed only 8 samples. That's probably has to load up. I gave him 11 more. So that's 19. Well, let's see. Can we find a conflict zone to go to? And do... Look where it is. It's like in the middle of nowhere. Man, oh man. But it's closer to my... It's closer to home. I want to finish that station, so... With all due respect to you guys, I want to finish the station so I can get the 4 built, and maybe tomorrow I'll spend most of the day finishing those 4. So if Frontier doesn't answer my question about the bug, then I'll just build the Dodec. Let's see, Joe, I agree, I love Elite. Commander Sonic Boom says to help re-enter Earth atmosphere. Exactly. So if we have the hexagonal heat-plated armor, right, on the Thespian Voyager, then basically we'll be able to land in what kind of planets? Heavier atmosphere planets, maybe even Earth-like worlds. So maybe they'll give us Earth-like worlds sometime next year, or maybe even December. Or a heavy atmosphere at least, right? At least heavy atmosphere, that'd be nice. Because it'll be... let me go through this. It'll be like one step closer to Earth-like worlds. many jumps? 6 jumps. So let's go home. Let's finish off that little station. It's not going to be long. I'll be more focused. And then we can do some surface bounty hunting. Kill off this faction that's invaded my system. This scourge. The raiders. So thank you for joining me. I do have a request to you all. Smash the notification, check the like button, subscribe, and please poop in the comments. I will be the only streamer online that asks you to poop on him. The algorithm doesn't know if you're typing or giving me a poop emoji. Yeah, so I can't build a dodec until they answer, but they might take weeks to answer and fix the problem. That's because they're forcing completion of the T2, T3s and settlements. And that probably created a bug for those deconstructed and deleted stations. That they actually act like it's been completed. So I actually need 18 T2 construction points to build a dodec. And I only have 14. I want to do some power plays tomorrow, probably after I finish doing some hauling. I want to do some power play combat zones. Take out my tank. It was really quite a joy last time. And they are going to be deleting some of my care packages soon. And giving me wonderful credits. How wonderful. What a joy. Okay. Wow, nice. Almost there. Two jumps. Who else put in a ticket for construction points? I know. Was it you, Sticks? You put in a ticket? I know somebody in group put a ticket in for construction points. That's annoying. Well, this is a pretty good system. Let's see. Hold on. Does anybody have this system? Let's see. Doesn't look like anybody has it. How do I know it's a good system? I see a bunch of planets in my scope. Did I actually? Icy body. Biological. It's right one jump away. High mental content world. Okay, it's one jump away. Another one. And another one. And another one with 2 biologicals on it. Nice. I bet you anything it's Fonticula and Bacterium. And this one's high metal content. 4 biologicals. Well, well, well. Why don't we go and scan that? Icy body. Where is that? Which one is it at? 3? This one? Yeah, 3. Can't let this one go. Let's go and see what it has. I'm curious. Click says mine was for the stations being too close to planets. My one system has 2 rocky, 0 geos, but 4 bio, each gonna be mega AG refinery area. Okay. Maybe the mechanism is flawed. I don't know, but I heard Mechan that they were submitting tickets for that because other people had huge amounts of construction points they need to have. 24 to build. 24, imagine that. I need 18, so I'm there. I'm almost there. So if I build another T3, it has to be 24. I can't even imagine. Yeah. I played No Man's Sky for a while. Only problem with No Man's Sky, it's pretty much the same thing over and over again. Not much different. Star Citizen is all open world, so you're gonna get ganked. I got ganked. I blew up. I tried to do some kind of mission and I just got blown out of the sky twice. I said forget about it. I had no weapons, I had nothing because I had no money to buy. Ship didn't come with it. Didn't even come with night vision. Starfield, too much story. Oh goodness. Bacterium, Osseous, Stratum, Tussock. And we want to go where? Right there. Okay. Four. Then I'll hit these mountains. Oh, I'm coming in too fast. That's okay. This one doesn't have... So it's only localized in that area. But did you guys notice all the X'd out systems? There were a lot of X'd out systems. A lot. Like you can't colonize them. All right. And I'm already in my suit, my red exobiology suit. It would be nice to get the blue one. That would be cool. That's funny. If you'll excuse me, I'm not going to use the SRV. I'm just going to travel using the ship. That's my thing. I do a triangular pattern. I go this way, then I go to the right. So notice I already see bacterium, and I see osseous right there. So I'm in a triangular pattern. This way I know that those things are pretty close by. And right there is the bacterium, and right there is the osseous. Osseous? Osseous? Stratum tectonicus. Perfect. And there's an osseous right there. Very nice. Very nice. And right over there is the osseous. Do you prefer Mandalay in relation to Asp Explorer? Yes. But I love the Asp too. I actually love all my ships. That's a little bit too far for my ship. But my favorite is Cobra. Oh, that way. My favorite is the Cobra. It's small, it's maneuverable. But, that's a big but. The Adder, if fully engineered, is better for planetary landing exploration. Remember, the Cobra has kind of like a wider shape. And there's bacterium over there. Medium-sized ships, once I go into the mountains, that direction, that way, it will be hard to land in there, so that's why you need like a smaller signature. Never tried Mandalay, but I love the Aspect Explorer big front glass. Mandalay has its bonuses. It's pretty fast, long range. My first mining ship was an Asp, actually, to be honest. Asp Explorer, not Scout. Not Scout. Oof. What do you do with the Scout? Alright, look at that. Very nice. So we changed our name yesterday. We can change it again in about 3 weeks or so, 3 weeks plus. I tried to change it to Ordo Draconum, which means the Order of the Dragon, right? Which was a medieval group of knights that fought in the Crusades. And they fought off the Turks. They were mainly in Eastern Europe, Carpathian, all the way through Austria. And so I named the Order of the Dragon. Okay, and I could not name it Ordo Draconum, which is Latin for Order of the Dragon, because it said profanity. It had profanity in it. Imagine that. And it turns out the con, the C-O-N, con, is profane. To say con. It was profane language. Oops. So you can't say con, right? So I couldn't say Ordo Draconum, which is the proper spelling. Actually, proper spelling, the U is actually a V. And that would have solved the issue if I did that. But I don't think the elite dangerous community would have actually understood that the U is a V. Or V is a U. I said, look at this idiot, he named his squadron wrong. So I named it with a double K. Surprisingly, I tried 3 Ks, but that seemed not to work either. They didn't like that either, for some reason. So I did 2 Ks. So we changed our name to the Order of the Dragon, Order Draconum. And our emblem is gold, surrounded by a white halo, which the Chinese believe that the dragon is a lucky symbol. It's a symbol of luck and fortune. So if you have a dragon on your ship, you have a lucky ship. So the next question is, why don't you have a dragon on your ship? I was joking around, Joe. I knew they were going to be offended with the triple K. KKK is just... I was just flaring things up. Thank you, Jack, for that poop. Appreciate it. Now, that's 2. Let's do the bacterium, and then... Where's the bacterium? It's right there. There you are. But I didn't know con was offensive, or like a profane. Con, C-O-N, con. That was surprising. Now I learned something new at my old age. That con is profane. If you say con, I guess you're insulting people who went to jail if you call them cons. Convicts, cons. And that's a bacterium, but it's too close. It's definitely too close. Yeah. So, just a couple of more scans. It'll be worth, you know, going back to the station and turning it in. We got some money for our troubles. Portuguese kona is profanity. It's profanity, kona? But it wasn't kona, it was con. It was C-O-N. Because I did canas, right? Figuring it was maybe that, but it wasn't that. It was con, C-O-N. So... Anyway, we can change the name again. No big deal to me. I don't care. I asked people for consensus. No one said anything. Right, exactly. But you also use it for con man, con artist, or even convict. So you would call a convict or reformed individual, right, a con. And I guess he would be insulted that you called him a con. She does look nice from the front, right? Look. Oh, I gotta clean that window. All the paper, all the potato chips are showing there. Yeah. So that was considered con. Con was considered profane. Which I don't know why it was, but we had to change that. They don't take into account the whole word, right? Because it was actually in Latin. It wasn't meant to be English. It was a Latin word. I've never seen so many Aussies all in one place. I've never seen that many. They're usually very rare. See, like, look, another one over there. Okay, just looking for one more. Oh, that might be it. Nope. Okay, gotta go up. Right there. Anyway. Okay, so that's 3. Now Tussock's, I think it was Tussock, right? That's in the mountains probably. I might not do that because, well, she's pretty large. So I'll be satisfied with 3. Let me just take a look at the mountains, see if I can land. I don't want to annoy myself. So it's pretty good. You can't do that with an Asp Explorer. And I actually have military grade plating in this, so if I actually make it lighter, I'll even go faster and longer. It's a multi-purpose ship. It's not really meant for exploration. Thank you for joining. If you're new to this channel, thank you for joining me. I stream every day. That's because I have nothing better to do. I'm joking. Actually, I am a die-hard Elite Dangerous fan. I've been playing almost 11,000 hours. Why can't you? I can't make this community grow with an Axis, so why can't you? You just need an Artemis suit, my friend. You can land an Asp Explorer on the planet. It's pretty flat. Not a big deal. Oh, look at this shape there. You see that? That's pretty unique. Almost Thargoidish. So what am I looking for? Toxic, right? Is that the wild looking kind of brush? Just do the trees when it's dark. Yeah, I don't see why you can't do an Asp Explorer. You just need the suit, the Artemis suit. Yeah, but he's right. Clicks is right. Because you are going to take some heat damage if you do it during daytime. Okay, so we're looking for plants. There we go. Oh, I see what you're saying. So it might take you a long time to get there. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Where are you, Joe, right now? Where are you exactly? Well, he can... Do you have an SRV on your Asp Explorer? So you can get out of the SRV. Well, these are funky looking. Okay. Let's see, there's some over there. Are they green? Yeah, they're green. So if you have an SRV on your Aspect Explorer, all you really need to do is just get out with that, be nearby, and every time you run out of juice, just get back in the SRV. As for what's your jump range? How far away are you from that spot? Because I can send the squadron carrier to get you. And on the squadron carrier, I have Frontline Solutions, the vendor that you can buy the Artemis suit there. Yeah, just let me know, because I can do that right here remotely. You can send it to get. I can send it to get you. I have an SRV and 52 light year jump range. That's good. You're good to go. So, but if you need, are you way out? Where are you exactly? Are you like Corvus is 4,000 light years out? Oh man, he's way out. He's out there. Corvus is trying to get Elite 5 in exobiology, and I think he can do it. You need 28 billion, I think. Okay, that's the third one. So now I can go into my station, collect some cash. And then finish off that last station. So we did some scanning of the CG. We did some exobiology on this planet that we know nothing about. I think that's cool. Look at this. You like this design? That is freaking awesome, man. That looks nice. The flames. Looks like a 1970s or 60s hot rod. And just want to bring your attention to that emblem there. I mean, do you have that on your ship? And would you like to have that on your ship? Join me, and we shall rule the galaxy together. Alright. Oh, your Dav's Hope. Ooh, that's quite a ways. About 400 light years. More than that, maybe. Let's see. I didn't mind Dav's Hope for grinding, by the way. Dav's Hope is pretty nice for grinding. Even now, the Jameson's crash site, you go around in a circle, which I guess is a little bit more fun. I like that one. And then mining gives you everything else. The raw materials. Let me see. So you said you're at Dav's Hope. Let's see. I think I should have Dav's Hope in my map. By myself? Oh, thanks, guys. Okay. If that's what you prefer. Where is it? Right here. I'm probably too far away anyway. 493. It's 493 light years. So you're looking at maybe 9 or 10 jumps. So you're not that bad, I think. If you need help, just let me know. I'll get my squadron carrier over there. Okay, so now we're going home, right? But anyway, once you get there, there's a station, an asteroid station. Land there first, get the community goal, get yourself an Artemis suit, and then go to the planet. And scan yourself. The Artemis suit is pretty damn good. Night vision takes a long time to get because you need to unlock different engineers. So I normally probably would not recommend it. You can do it by yourself, and you don't need that much engineering on a Artemis suit, but there has to be a reason why they're giving us this suit, right? Just like the cargo racks. We got the cargo racks, and all of a sudden now we're doing mining. Yeah, I love the Cobra too. Oh, Virgin. Yes, sirree, Bob. So basically this is my problem, right? I got 14, and if I want to build what I want to build here, the Dodec, I need 18, right? I need 18 points. And I deleted a station, so I should be the only thing I need should be 12, not 18. So I put in a ticket, but even if they don't answer, or they said, well, you're screwed because that's actually what you should pay for it, then I'll just build a Dodec with 18. But I don't think I'll be building a T3 because that'll be 24 construction points, and that'll be insane. Insanity. Shit, why am I going so slow? Come on. All right. A T3 orb is around 130 loads, maxed Panther. Yeah. But if you do the numbers, that's quite a sizable amount of cheddar. Because majority of it is titanium, steel, aluminum, CMM composites. It's over 1 million every trip. You make 1 million. $130 loads. Whew. That's insane. Thank you for joining me. Welcome. This is my system. I built this hub so people can actually... Oh, we didn't even see how much the other place had. I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. For, we went here. Let's take a look what kind of, which is whoa. Whoa, 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 look at that. Look where the flag is. Oh my. That's a good one. And a $5. Very good. Okay. Very nice. Okay. Whoa. Why is everything green? Very nice. Took 11 hours for 90 something loads. 2 people. 11 hours. Wow. Are you talking, Joe, are you talking to Kix or are you talking to me? Because honestly, I can't remember. So, I built a T3 that took maybe more than a month. I mean, I did a little bit every day. I'm gonna just show you. So, I started a T3 orbital, but I deleted it because I wanted to build a dodec in that location, right? And anytime now. Thank you very much. So I got 2 Corioluses. One is a refinery, one is industrial. I have a T3 settlement here, right on the surface, and I was gonna build the T3 here, and I don't know why I deleted the construction. I should just left it. But I want to put the dodec right here, because right here on the surface there is there are 3 biotech high-tech settlements, which will make this a high-tech station. Anyway, months, I don't know, because I've been working on it slowly while I've been doing other things. Once you get the initial station, you have all the time in the world, so let's see what we're gonna make. So we only scanned 4, and we made 27 million, more than those people. And these are been scanned already. Oh, we found one. Oh, we got another 13 total page. Nice. Okay. Very nice. It's about 40 million. Very nice. Hello. Do you have T-Mobile Galactic? I'm talking to you. What's your name? I like redheads. Tell me your name is Sasha. No? Okay. Never mind. Okay. She's very rude. We don't talk to you. Where's my gun? You built that by yourself or someone helped you? Joe, everything here is basically by myself. I did have Tortoise help me in another system, and I named the station after him. So if somebody does help me, they get the honors of having that station named after them. Corvus helped me in another location. It was a T2, and I put his name on the station. So, okay, so where's my ship? I need to haul a little bit, but first I gotta go just take an AFK. need the hauler, right? Just gonna take a 10-second AFK. Okay, I'm back. So let's see. I need to take a picture of the small settlements so I still use the old-fashioned method. Don't ask me why I do that, but I do. Third on the same planet, a T2 civilian. What? Oh, you're talking to... I thought you were talking to me. Best to do things, find a system that first station around rocky planet. Okay. So basically these are extraction, I guess, stations, right? And they give you a green, they give you a yellow lesser construction point. These three here are all security bases, which I think should help my problem with the damn pirates that I have. I have a pirate problem currently. So once I finish this, these four will be ready to construct, and then I'll just do two at a time. Do these two, then these two. That will give me the 4 construction points. So maybe by the time I finish, they'll tell me whether I need 12 or 18 construction points. I'll get an email from FDev saying, hey, you suck, Drakkster, too bad, kiss our ass, but basically you need 18. So if they do that, I'll be ready for it, right? So I need to haul, it's very little, so liquid and then aluminum, 1028. Dude, there's so many. The only problem is Sonic Boom. Okay, I'm in Shanghai. My engineers built a VPN that uses that uses Chinese servers to bypass the Chinese firewall. Okay, so I want you to understand this. They're using Chinese servers run underneath their nose to buy. So it has a little bit of intricacies, and so one of the things is it kind of parasites that kind of system. Raven Colonial doesn't work. The SRV doesn't work. Not even the Odyssey. What is it? The Odyssey Material Helper, that doesn't work either. It just doesn't work because of I can't say how it works, but because of that. Let's go for 1028 liquid oxygen. So that's why I don't use it. Once I get back home, I'll be using it every day. No, you are. you are, but I'm not allowed to stream in China. So I have all that kind of software on one computer, and I have the gaming computer, just gaming. That's it. I don't have anything on it. It's not terrible. It's not. When I came here a while ago, I found a way around the firewall immediately. And it's not a big problem. Okay, let's get going here. We want to finish this so we can do other things. But the VPN I'm using parasites those systems, so it doesn't really work. And that's why the other day I was playing with Red Ghost. We couldn't actually group together. And then I kind of did some modifications. And then when Pazuzu came on, I was able to team up with him in group, and we did some mining together. So, oh, you're not. Chinese people not allowed to talk to people on YouTube or Google or anything like that. You're forbidden, because you might learn something that will make you revolt against them, against the CCP. So you're forbidden to see TikTok America, YouTube America, anything America, you're forbidden to see. But a lot of people use VPNs, and most everybody uses VPNs. But the one I have is almost like not having a VPN. Literally, my upload speed's like 150 megabytes. Download speed's almost 400 megabytes. So you can't get that with a normal VPN. Alright, let's go. Come on. So one computer has all that stuff, and another one I play with. And then when I stream, one records the other, right? Where am I going? Why is it loading so slow? Everybody's doing a CG today? Thompson Prospect. Okay. Thompson Prospect. Again, I pressed the wrong button. Jesus. Come on. This is twice in a row. Okay. Salmon Stations. Thompson Prospect. So SRV, the Odyssey, Material Helper, all this other stuff, no use right now. I need to engineer the software so that I can use that. Or just change some settings and then I'll be able to use it, but I don't want to bother. I'm a little bit old-fashioned. I still like pen and paper. I like to write things down. I take a picture of the thing and then I just cross things out. Then I delete the picture. Kind of like that. No big deal. Too many things, too many gadgets. Yes. do the CG, guys. Get that suit because it is awful hard to get night vision. And to have the Artemis suit with night vision, sprint boost, jump, and extended battery, that's like a royal flush or four of a kind, you know. In poker, it's pretty damn good. It's everything you need on a Artemis suit. So just do a few scans, get the CG done, and get yourself the Artemis suit. And they do give you a snazzy skin, like a different color blue, which I'm wearing red. And it seems a little bit too 70s disco, you know, this red. So any other color will be welcomed. That's just their rules, man. You're not allowed to stream. You're not allowed to use YouTube. I can't use YouTube in China, so I can't stream to YouTube. Right? So that's just a fact. That's the way it is. Not me, just me. Everybody. So they have a firewall, and that's their firewall. They don't want they say disinformation. They don't want people to talk to a free person in the United States. I like Shanghai. I really do. But I don't like all the rules. There are too many rules. But you know, I watch YouTube and what these guys say on YouTube, and I laugh. China is as much of a threat to the United States as a panda is to attack you and kill you. They don't even have a working aircraft carrier. So, and we have how many aircraft carriers? How many battle groups? It's like one battle group can take out a continent. I think we have 12. So they're no threat. They're actually no threat at all. They have no economy. Like there's 5 major construction companies that actually filed bankruptcy, and they lost over $7 trillion. And basically put China on the no loan list. Nobody actually knows that, but basically they're screwed to try to get money. Right? Is it 30? 11 or 30? I thought it was a 12 active. Well, they're coming out with a new one, the Gerald Ford, right? That's out already. They're gonna name a the name of an aircraft carrier after Trump, the USS Trump. He's gonna love that. Oh, jeez. Yeah, there's one actual super carrier group can take out a continent. So, I think United States is never going to be outmatched. I think there was an analysis done by one of these super geek generals, and he said that the top 100 nations, if they took on America would still win because of the technology we have and the tech that we have. I mean, it's pretty high tech. But China is no threat whatsoever. Their whole fleet is diesel. They won't be able to get past Taiwan. And there's over 80-something bases surrounding China, so U.S. bases, plus the innumerable amount of nuclear submarines just scouring the oceans. South China Sea. They know they're screwed. They know not to start a war. So when I see these guys go on YouTube and say, "Oh, China's a threat," I start laughing. I said, "China's a threat to the United States like a panda's a threat to you. It's gonna maim and kill you." Oh my God, it's so funny. I laugh my balls off when I see these videos. United States has ultimate, complete, utter dominance militarily. There's no rival. None. Period. Dude, there are people that I know that stopped eating Chinese food because all they want to eat is Western food. My daughter specifically now, I can't. For a long time I used to cook Chinese, right? I learned how to cook Chinese. And I used to cook for my daughter and my wife Chinese food, right? Which, by the way, guys, if you hear me making cracks, Chinese cracks, I'm allowed because I married a Chinese woman, okay? And so I'm allowed to make cracks at my wife. It's a given. I have like a hall pass. So my daughter too right now, I started making her burritos and my own homemade like hamburgers, and she won't eat anything else. Like for 2 weeks straight she ate nothing but my burrito. Beef, vegetable, chicken. "Oh, Pops, can you make me the chicken burrito?" "Oh, I want the beef burrito today." It was like 2 weeks straight. I'm like, "Are you sure you're not getting sick of this?" So how about we make you a nice vegetarian dish. "What aircraft are you flying? What are you talking about?" Czech nationalist. I have no aircraft, dude. What are you talking about? Oh, you mean this one? I'm flying the Panther Clipper. Hello, Czech nationalist. Welcome to our stream. Nice to have you. Czech nationalist. Okay, there you go, Kicks. Yeah, I think I did 19. Let me see, did they update? Yeah, 19, so I'm top 50. Yeah, the payout is horrible. But I don't think we're doing it for the payout. I really honestly think we're going to get an pre-engineered something or other. That we're able to outfit our Caspian Explorer. Is a Caspian Explorer? Or Thespian Explorer? I don't know what it is. I know mine will be called the Thespian Voyager. The only euthanasia ship in the galaxy. Yeah, that suit is a must-have because it's like winning the lotto for Artemis suits. You got everything you need on an Artemis suit: jump, sprint, night vision, extended battery. It's perfect. Yeah, so you got 2 weeks. Started yesterday, so you got till the 27th of November. So, and just before Christmas, they'll probably put out another CG that will last past Christmas into January. And we'll understand why we're scanning this thing that survives an 800 Celsius temperature. Right. Like our newfound friend, Commander Sonic Boom. I do believe it's going to be a heat shield because of the hexagonal shape on the Caspian Explorer. They took that picture specifically so that we can understand that there will be a heat shield. And you know, that's how they speak. They speak in sign language. They don't actually tell you, hey, we're gonna have Earth-like worlds. You're gonna land on Earth-like worlds in January. You know, they don't say that. They kind of give you sign language. You know, it's like first the ship, then the plant that can survive an 800-degree Celsius temperature, etc., etc., etc. Do I need something special in my ship to enter in those? No, you don't. You're fine. Okay, wait. What am I doing here? I forgot the number I was supposed to get. I took it down and I put it somewhere. I don't know where it is now. 531. There it is. 531. 531 aluminum. Polymers. Let me take another picture. Alright. 531 aluminum. Very nice. So, yeah, that's a great suit to have. That's like it's pretty much like a lottery ticket for Artemis suits. It really is. It's a perfect combination. And the night vision, I told you guys, takes a long time to get. You know, so if you get on the Artemis suit, that's not bad. You know, you could use the Artemis suit for assassination missions if you had night vision. It doesn't have to be in a Maverick suit or anything else. Right? Alright, J.O., have a good one. I got to go to work now. After work, I will start my CG saga. Good for you. Good for you. Good for you. Okay. Computer components. Yeah, see, I hate these little crappy things. 215. Polymers. 215. Where's the polymers? Did I just skip it? There it is. Just to build the Dodec. Dodec should be completely free. Even construction points. It shouldn't cost you anything. It should not cost you absolutely anything. You paid real world money for it. You should be free. Everything should be free. Insulating membrane 129. 129. Insulating membrane. Who was looking for a system to build? I don't know. Who was? Was someone looking for one? $129. Okay, I can get all this in the other place. Resonating separators. I think that's industrial. Let me see. Do I have it here? No, I don't have it here. For sure I don't have it here. Resonating separators. Nope. Food cartridges. Food cartridges I need. 52. I think I have food cartridges. 52. 52. Okay. Fruit and vegetables, 18. See, you have all this little shit. You know, like, can't you just put them together in a box? A Pinto box. 18. 18. Okay. Copper 52. Let's get the copper. Copper 52. You know, there's one component that you absolutely positively cannot do without in space. You just cannot. You have to have it in space. And that's coffee. How come you don't need coffee to build a spaceport or anything like that? You can't live in space without coffee. That's horrible. That's torture. Geological equipment. How much do we need? That's absolute torture. 26. Imagine being in space without coffee. Oh my goodness. Terrible situation. You need coffee in space. But we don't get to transport coffee. Who gets to transport the coffee? Those little ships that land all the time? My Artemis suit is still G1, 0 upgrades, but I heard that after Thursday's server tick, you can buy suits with some upgrades. Probably. You find them all over the place too, man. You find them all over the place. Let me see. Resonating separators, more on imagery, suit computer components. Yeah, on some stations. Which is alright. Okay. Alright, let's go to the... Let's dump this... I want to say the S word. Hello, Victoria Greenwood. How are you? Yes, I've been telling people for the last 2 hours that they should do... the CG because it's kind of like getting a royal flush for Artemis suits. You got sprint boost, you got jump, you got night vision, and you got extended battery. It's like perfect Artemis suit. So, and Victoria, you also get a different shade for, I guess, the Artemis suit. Right now I'm decked out in red, which I feel like I'm going to a discotheque in the 70s. Discord is linked below, by the way. Oh yeah, I did. You guys know there's Discord in the chat below. Yeah, I already am top 50, so I just want to stay above the 75 margin, and then not that I need the Artemis suit for this account, but I'm greedy. I want the gear. Any gear they give you, I want. I want more pre-engineered cargo racks. Give me more. I want more. I want 7s. I want 8s. I want 6s. I want 5s. I want 4s. I want 3s. I want 2s. I want every single one you got. Scanning, scanning, and more scanning. Yeah, the pre-engineered cargo rack was a massive success. That was great, man. What they should have done is actually had it in tiers. So you get one set, alright, at a lower level. Then you get a second set at another level, and a third set above that. So, honestly, if you have an SRV, you don't even need an armor suit. Just whenever you start taking damage, just jump in the SRV and go back out again. You can do this a million times. If SRV is close, boom, right back in. Just a thought. And, yeah, but you got the engineers, Jack. You know, for a new guy, just starting out, the engineering takes a long time. Because you have to get this guy, then you have to deliver stuff to this guy, and then you gotta get this guy, and... holy crap. And sometimes Herrera, whatever her name is, she doesn't unlock. You do 10 conflict zones, and she doesn't unlock. Then the other guy, you need to do 10 restoration missions, and he doesn't unlock. Yeah, they're massive grinds. So to get this combo all at once, it is a 4 of a kind in poker. For Artemis suits, right? So I think it's a pretty good deal. It bypasses all that engineering, which is good. Because engineering is horrible. Even Odyssey engineering is too much. You gotta do this, you gotta do that. Those prerequisites to getting the engineer. Come on, man. I cringe at the thought of having to go out 5,000 light years now to do engineering. Right? Yeah, they need to, that's the first thing they should have done, you know, is just fix the engineering. And that is why, when I did my videos, I actually did the Guardian to kind of give you a little bit of an engineered product without having to do the grind for engineers. You know, in 2 or 3 days, you got yourself a bunch of modules, a bunch of weapons, right? Yeah, Marco Quint is the worst one to do. Raise your hand if you agree. Holy crap, Marco Quint sucks. And you need Marco Quint to go to the next one. So it's kind of like a firewall. Okay, so now I can go to robotics, power generators. Look, I still need HE suits, computer components. Okay, let's go to the Zeus, the T3. Yeah, everybody knows. You see, Jack knows. If I say Marco Quint, Jack kind of, you know, throws up a little in his mouth because it's a grind and a half. Too many steps for a guy you probably will never use. opinion, get yourself, let me see, what is it called? The Titan drive component from a Titan area. Okay, mostly probably from Earth, because you're not going to get any spawning in there. Get yourself that, and then get yourself a pre-engineered FSD. The version 1 is outdated. But all you need is, I'm unsure all the, but you need a Titan drive component. For sure. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna go to Drakkster's Forge, land on the surface, complete some acquisition there, and then go to another station, Drakkster City, and finish off. Go to Tech Broker with mats and Titan Drive. That's it. No grind, really. This is true, Sonic Boom. Yeah, that's no grind. It's a little bit. Actually, you'll have fun doing the Dead Titan. I actually have fun doing it. I spend hours there. That's why, if you guys have noticed, my fleet carrier has 12. I actually had more. I had 15 at one point. But I built them. Actually, sometimes you have pretty good luck. Tongue sausage. I love your name, man. It makes me laugh every time I see it. Tongue sausage. That's cool. Yeah, it is a little bit of a grind, but sometimes you get lucky. Sometimes you get 2 in one shot. You only need 1, so as soon as you get it, you're done. So it might be 20 minutes, might be an hour, but you'll get it. You'll find it. Yeah, you can buy one. You can buy one, that's true. If it's up for sale. If it's up for sale. Is anyone even doing those anymore? Most people actually did all their drives they're gonna do. Right? Just ignore everything else and keep boosting around the Titan. That's all you need to do. Actually, some meta alloys too, Tongue Sausage. If he picks up some meta alloys, that's gonna help. But you should have caustic resistant cargo rack for the Titan drive component. Missed all the Thargoid action. Oh, I'm sorry, Jeezy. It'll come back. For sure, it'll come back. Guaranteed. It does take up a lot of room on the server to do Titan. You got a lot of moving parts, right? You got all the Titan ships, you got all the Titan interceptors, you got all the Axe players going out to try to kill them, so there's a lot of moving parts. It takes up a lot of space on server, so I think they're happy with colonization and power play for the time being. Until Mechan and his group start bitching and saying, "Oh, we want Titan, man. Where are the Titans? You know, you haven't given us any." But you can still go fight off Thargoids in California, Nevada. So it's still a place to go, which is cool. Just found out about the God Shard. Talk about God Shard? Well, they're already in the mix, GZ. If you go out to the Guardian sites, you get to fight the Guardian Sentinels. You collect data, you collect components, and then you engineer stuff. All right. So let's see what we need here. Yeah, I doubt they'll do that. They're extinct for millions of years.
Contact. Commence system shutdown.
Okay, bio 172 bioreductant lectin. I thought it was in here. Metals, technology. I think it's in the industrial station, right? Bio. What was it called? Bioreductant lectin. That's in the technology station. I actually got more CMM composites now since the tick. Bioreductant lectin. I can't even see anymore. I just see orange. Do I need more an imager? Yeah, I do, right? Yeah, 43. 43. Alright, let's get the things I can get. Computer components. 43. Okay, computer components. 13. Okay. All this little shit is torture. 86 ceramic composites. Uh, 86. Okay. So the bioreducing lichen, is that industrial or tech? I think that's tech. HE suits 13, but I don't think I have HE suits here. Yeah, I don't have them. Power generators I already got, or do I? 9. 9. Water purifiers. 22. 22. Okay. Water I can get the other place. Robotics 60. I think I can get robotics. Do I have robotics? No. I don't think so. Nope. Nope. That's gonna be the other place. Okay. Robotics. Resonating separators. Do we have resonating separators? Nine. Nine? Okay, that's industrial, I think, right? So we got the power generators. AC suits is the other location. Okay, so we got one more place to stop, and then we'll figure out what we're gonna do next. A weed tree, just a bit. Okay. All right. Tongue sausages says weapon was so broken that you only got one from the CG. Never again. Look up the stats. Jesus says I'm an actual guardian. Victoria says 30 scans get me into the top 25. Tongue sausage says are guardians extinct or AI now? Do sentries still work? Well, don't forget there's sentries, the sentinels, right? So robots. So robots fix each other and they live forever. So the robots are AI. The guardians are supposed to be extinct. At least that's the lore, right? Maybe the goids are growing hybrid. I had hope for kind of like a hybrid zombie, so that maybe they would do ground missions and they would have ground CGs, because I really like I really like Odyssey stuff. Tongue sausages, yep, that's what's at the CG. The weed trees are just that bit poking out of the ground. They look like actual Thargoid spires, don't they? And they're giving off that gas like a Thargoid spire. Maybe they're the Thargoid cousins. And they glow in the dark and they're blue, so maybe they're something with guardians. Maybe they've been planted underneath the plants, you know, and now the plants are growing because of their sacrifice. Okay, where is right there? Let's go to Drakkster City and get what else we need. $42 people. Very nice. So what are you guys liking about this CG? You like that we have something else to do? Some new plant? Don't worry, there's more. If you guys missed the beginning of this, I was telling everyone that I think we're going to be engineering a heat-resistant something or other for our brand new Caspian Explorers, so we can land on atmospheric worlds. So I think that's going to be a definite. Oh, Jeezy. Just do enough that you're in the top 50 and keep checking it to see you don't get knocked out of top 75. That's it. That's all you have to do. You want that suit. That's for sure. Trust me, you want that suit. just to bypass the engineering for the night vision it's worth it. It's worth it. And I keep saying that because I had to grind out Odyssey engineering, and there's some bugs, like Harari bugs out. You have to do settlement reactivation missions, you have to do settlement raids, conflict zones, then she bugs out. So it is a grind and a half. Which I don't know when the hell they're gonna change that, but welcome to Drakkster City. She is actually floating above an Earth-like world. Sooner or later we will land there. There are no settlements on the Earth-like world. I don't know why, but if I was human, that would be the first place I would go in this game if I'm a human being in Elite Dangerous, right? But no, they settle in outposts in space instead of going on a planet. So let's see what happens. Yes, I built the T3 by myself. And I did not have 20 Chinese internet freaks clicking away at the computer. Oh my god. I should do that, like there are plenty of people without jobs. Just pay them a salary and just get 10 computers and have them sit here and grind all day. In a couple of months, I have everything. All the engineers, all the ships, all materials on every account. I named this city, right? But I never got any kind of paint jobs because I just don't think it's... Most of the time it's going to be dark or whatever. You can't actually see the color of the... Hey, Victoria, you said you had a paint job, right? How about the inside? Does the inside of the station, is that also painted like the outside, or is it just remain the same on the inside? Good morning, Moriarty. Good morning. Hello. Okay, bio-resistant like that. No, so the inside is the same. Okay, just the outside. Right. Okay, it's good to know. What kind of water we need here? We need 73 water. Almost done. Just getting all the little crap, And look how much tonnage of coffee this station has. Oh my god, I'd be drinking coffee every second of the day. HE suits, robotics. Okay. Bioreactor lichen. I need 172. HE suits. How many HE suits? We need 13. 13. Resonating separators. Is that an industrial item? No, there it is right there. And I got robotics too. So resonating separators is 22, robotics is 60. And I got the water. So I got everything. Resonating separators. Was it 72? What did I say it was? Uh-oh. Cancel. Uh-oh. Why can't I... Well, that's interesting. I can't actually get out of this window. What? Okay, there's another way I can do it. Let's see. Nope, not this. Okay. Resonating separators 22, robotics 60. Okay. 22 and 60. What do you think of the new CG? 1240 cargo space you have, gosh. Yeah, it's 1298 actually. 60. Okay, so I think I got everything to build that port, that settlement. And let's just go back. If I need anything, I miss something, I'll get it. So everything is here, and the reason I did this is because look how much stuff there's here. If you can go up, there's star systems everywhere. You go down, literally everywhere, right? And there's places to connect, but not, these guys have not, that group, the Dukes of Mechan's, I guess, player group is not actually building any hubs around here. They're going to some Laguna Nebula or some shit like that. I don't know where they're going, but they're not really. Oh wow, I didn't know I had this here. Drakkster's Keep, construction site. I have to finish that. Anyway, so you have, that's why I did this, because you got a lot around here and people can colonize this, right? So it forms a little mini bubble. So how's everybody doing tonight? Good? How long have I been streaming? 2 hours and 45 minutes. You know, at first when I started streaming, I found it incredibly difficult to even stream past 2 hours. Then last night I did like almost 8 hours. I don't know how long I'm going to stream tomorrow. I'm going to do power play. Because I might replace all 52 care packages they're gonna steal from me. Joe, yeah, I did. I bought it with ARX. But I want to tell you, I bought the Clipper on 7 accounts with ARX. So I'm very dedicated. Yeah, I got the double cargo rack on all 7. So I did a lot of hauling. I was dedicated to the colonization, and I had alts, and I was using the fleet carriers, and I was using the Panther Clippers, and I got a lot done in this time period. In this, was it been 3 months since the Panther Clipper came out with ARX? I didn't do that with T11. I only did the T11 on 2 accounts, and the Caspian Explorer I'll probably only do on 1 account. Joe, because they don't let you do multiple saves on 1 account. And the reason I had multiple accounts is because the fleet carrier only held so much Odyssey material. And I'm kind of a hoarder when it comes to loot. If you go on my squadron carrier, if you ever do become an Order Draconum, if you ever become an Odie, you go on the squadron carrier, you're going to see I got about 18,000 tons already of Odyssey material. So that's how much it takes up. So I emptied out all the accounts, and now most of the accounts are inactive. I'm not doing much with them. But when we didn't have the squadron carrier, we couldn't transfer anything to that. I used to dump the Odyssey material on the other accounts. Okay. Until at one point, I just didn't have any more space. So that's... Why am I going here? I don't need to go here. I need to go to that location. Hold on. Thompson. Okay. That's why people have multiple accounts, because they only let you have 1 save per account. And I did the same thing with Dungeons and Dragons. When I played Dungeons and Dragons, I had multiple accounts because they were banks. They were basically mules, right? I didn't actually play them, so I only really play maybe 2 or 3 accounts, and the rest are mules. Dropped. What does that mean? Okay, that was cool. Colony ship flop on my head. Dropped on my... Colony ship dropped on your head? What? What happened? Yeah, 1 carrier per account, 1 account per person, right? So you can't have multiple saves. Only 1 save per account. Oh, okay. So that is why I have... And then now, just recently in October 8th is when I bought the 8th account. And I couldn't pass it up, Joe. It was $2.50. Right? So I don't know how much that is in... How much is that in euros? Like, is it the same amount? or it's like 275 euros or something like that. That's how much this. I don't know what you can buy in Portugal with 275 euros. I'm sure you have the same prices as the States. So it was super cheap, so I said, okay, I'll buy another account. But that's the account I actually did the Guardian thing with. So I made the videos how to get the Guardian. The components, so you can build the Guardian modules and Guardian weapons. And $2.75, not $275. $2.75, Joe. That's how much this game was a month ago. $2.75. Can you imagine? There's nothing in, even here in Shanghai, man. There's literally nothing you can buy for $2.75. So no, all Steam. They're all Steam. I looked at Epic, I looked at Just Frontier, and they didn't have the deal with the every account I bought with $7, $5, or whatever, so I didn't spend a tremendous amount of money. So it's all Steam. They're always having deals. That's the thing about Steam. Okay, so this one's finished. Okay, so that's it with construction so far. I'm not going to do any more construction tonight. So we did some exobiology. We did the new CG. We finished this baby. I was going to say a different word. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Jack. But I only actively maybe used 2 or 3. The rest are kind of inactive right now. Okay, cheers. What does that mean? Let's see. So what happened here? Where'd it go? It disappeared. The construction disappeared. Where is it? It's supposed to be here. Okay. And where's my construction point? Do I have to leave the area? Oh. Yeah, but the 8 accounts are purchased like over the years, over 7 years. So it's not all at once. Nah, but this time I couldn't pass it up, Kicks. I couldn't pass it up. $2.50? Are you kidding? $2.50. And then I wanted to start over and kind of show people what they should be doing at first. You know, do some videos on that, which I did. And then I wanted to do the okay, so now it's finished. It should be in that area. Yeah, there it is. Phew, I got nervous. So there, and there's the construction point. So we're gonna start one here. Installation, security station, and 4 are the same. And there you go. So I got 4 active constructions. That will give me 4 tier 2, tier 3 construction points. Why did it say tier 1 and tier 3? Where's the tier 2? Come on. Now I bought 100,000 arcs. It should last you a while. What the hell? What's going on? Come on. It's stuck. Alright. So tomorrow I'm going to work on these. Maybe I'll be on, maybe I won't. I don't know if you guys want to watch boring hauling all day. So they're all points. Bowman Point, Toledo Point, Koreshi Point, and Crossfield Point. They're all points. Look at that. Wow. Okay. So they're all security, because I want to beef up the system with security. Right? And they'll give me 4 tier 3 construction points. That'll be 18. And that will allow me to build a dodeck, which will be here. But hopefully FDev answers me in time and says, yeah, we're going to fix that on Tuesday. You know, in some kind of upgrade. Hopefully they do that. Who knows? So let's go and park this baby. I did delete, I think, 1, 2, 3, about 5 settlements here, because they were just built wrong. But it's working, right? You saw it, it's working. At 2 million CMM composites. Can't go wrong. So I was trying to figure out what the hell to do with the dolphin. And I think you, Victor, you told me you use, what'd you say you use? The, Gatling? No, railguns. The railguns engineered. But even with the power engineered with, I mean, I have to trim it down to basic, shield. Because it uses too much power. Engineered, the railguns use a lot of power, so the dolphin ends up being a little bit soft. You know? So I really don't even know. Like a lot of ships up to this point when I'm building them, I don't understand what the purpose of them would be. Like the Diamondback Scout. Why even have that ship? I have no clue. Right? The Imperial Eagle is not as good as the Eagle itself. The Adder is better than the Hauler. But you got a lot of overlap what you can use these ships with. So tomorrow I'm probably going to do power play conflict zones, and then a little bit of, I'll do at least 2 of these stations. I should finish real quick. You do passenger missions. You do passenger missions, dude. That's why you have passenger ships. And they give you materials, they give you money, right? And that's why you do passenger missions. So, and it's really oh, the cutter. Okay. Yeah, the cutter don't forget, Jeezy, the cutter is behind a ranking wall, so you have to rank up to get the cutter, and that's a little bit of a grind. It takes time. So all good things have that grinding wall that you have to get by. You know, the Beluga liner has no grinding wall. You buy it and then you go out in the black, and it does look cool with some paint jobs and skins and shit, and it does look cool. And it's a good source of income, and it's a good source of materials. It's a good source of what do you get? Hey Jack, do you know what you get? Is it what do you get as a bonus to? Do you get it for trading? If you're doing passenger missions, is it trading? Okay, there you go. T8. Did you engineer it? If you didn't engineer it, it's horrible to fly. But I've seen people use Beluga to mine with. So they used it as a mining ship. I used the cutter as a mining ship. Because it has that boost, man, so I can boost away from any pirate. Right? Okay, so I guess this is where I say goodnight, because I have to go. And I will be back tomorrow morning, which will be evening for you folks, wherever you are. I will be doing stuff, probably all day here. My daughter will be going out with her friends, so the house is empty. So I want to wish you all a happy, happy day. I wish you the best. I hope you have a great day. Get something to eat. Spend time with your families. 07 Command.